Well, right now we want to go ahead and talk about the weather.
Yeah, let's bring in Dirk Verdora. Now that marine layer has been feeling nice.
I like that topic. Let's talk about that. We've got conditions this morning that are a little bit cooler than what we have been experiencing. Temperatures yesterday, we dropped down into the 90s in most spots, and we're going to continue to drop down just a little bit more as we head through this afternoon. But this morning, off to a great start. Here's a live look from our Rancho Cordova sky camera showing you the sun. It's going to be coming up. So sunny skies, there's not going to be much cloud cover. So if you're looking for some clouds, you're out of luck today. Delta breeze. It's there, and it's going to increase again by late afternoon, early evening to help keep temperatures down. So yeah, we'll be steadily warming up as we go through the day today, but they should cap off those temperatures in the mid to low 90s by later on this afternoon. Right now, temperatures upper 50s in Fairfield. We're in the mid to low 60s. So Yuba City, Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto, Auburn currently 66 degrees. We're at 43 degrees currently in Truckee. Temperatures are a little bit warmer in the Sierra, but elsewhere, look at this. We're cooler in the foothills. We're cooler in the valley. We're 8 degrees cooler this morning in Stockton, a degree cooler in Fairfield. So all in all, the overall effects are things are cooling down, especially because of the influence of the marine layer. You can see that's starting to thicken up this morning. That's the areas of blue showing up on this satellite map. Otherwise, we're just clear skies. Your Valley Planner for today. Temperatures will be warming into the 90s. We'll be in the mid to low 90s with 92 the forecast for Sacramento. And then that Delta breeze will help to cool temperatures off by down to about 74 degrees by 9 p.m. That's a quick look at your weather. Now let's go ahead and see how the roads are moving this morning with Brian Hickey.
All right, thanks, Dirk. Taking a look out onto the causeway this morning there. Beautiful views. We get ready for that sunrise coming up over the area, and you can see traffic still pretty light there with no delays on Interstate 80, and that'll take you all the way out through Vacaville, Fairfield, and beyond. I don't see any incidents. Just checking in with the Bay Area traffic reports. Highway 50 looking good, coming in from Folsom, out of Roseville, Rockland area, down Interstate 80 through the Cap City Freeway or over the top, and I-5 north towards the airport. No incidents to report. So all looking good out there this morning, along with 5 and 99 out of Elk Grove. Checking in on Stockton. So far, we've had a pretty quiet commute there this morning with no major delays. Highway 4 looking good. No issues all the way out to the East Bay area. And as you can see here through the 99 corridor, 13-minute ride right now from Modesto to Manteca. If you're going across the top of the Tracy Triangle, that'll be a 23-minute ride for 205. And then continuing on over the Altamont Pass on 580, 27 minutes on that stretch. So again, incident-free across the area, and that means our travel times pretty much normal. Highway 50 right now, a 10-minute ride out of Rancho Cordova. Interstate 80, 9 minutes down to the split from Roseville, and 5 and 99, each running at 11 minutes out of Elk Grove. Deirdre?
All right, thank you. New this morning, California Attorney General Rob Bonta is leading a group of state attorneys general in opposing a multi-billion-dollar settlement. The $10.3 billion settlement got reached in June between the manufacturers 3M and the attorneys from hundreds of communities. The company was sued for contaminating water systems with PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. Now, the group claims that the deal allows 3M off too easily before communities actually know what the cleanup costs are going to be. And the settlement includes a clause shifting liability from 3M to water suppliers who didn't proactively opt out, meaning that if a cancer cluster develops in one of those impacted communities and victims decide to sue 3M, the company could seek compensation from the company's public water supplier for the amount that's owed to victims. Well, new this morning, one woman is dead after a crash on Elk Grove Boulevard. This happened in Elk Grove between Ginther Drive and Bruceville Road. Police have confirmed that a woman in her 60s was driving the wrong way and hit a tree. She did not have a seatbelt on. Officers do believe that alcohol played a role in this crash.
Well, right now, Highway Patrol are on the lookout for the driver that hit and killed one person in Sacramento County. This happened last night along Watt Avenue and Orange Grove Avenue. Officers were investigating through the night for clues. CHP tells us the person was hit in the roadway by someone driving a black vehicle. That vehicle did not stop. The victim was taken to the hospital where she was declared dead. No word yet on any suspect information or how old that victim was. The city of Vallejo has declared a state of emergency due to a police staffing shortage. Now, according to Vallejo police, only 34 officers are assigned to patrol that city right now. A few are planning to leave next month. This emergency proclamation will allow Vallejo police to turn to neighboring agencies for help. Officials say they need to fill roughly 20 temporary positions to keep the community safe.
The community understand that we're doing everything we can to protect them, and it's on our minds constantly.
Police do have several strategies to try and fill the gaps, like they're no longer responding to alarm calls. They also disbanded the traffic division, and they're rotating detectives into patrol shifts. Soon, all patrol shifts could be extended to 12 hours.
Shocked and horrified. That is the reaction this morning from a Fairfield church after finding out a former pastor is now accused of murdering a young girl in Pennsylvania nearly 50 years ago. Police arrested an 83-year-old David Zanstra in connection with a cold case. Zanstra is accused of killing an 8-year-old Gretchen Harrington in 1975. Zanstra moved to California years after that crime and became a pastor for the Fairfield Christian Reformed Church. Now, he worked there from 1990 to 2005. KCRA3's Orko Manna spoke to Joanna Falcone Sullivan, the author of a book about the Harrington case, and she says that since Zanstra's arrest, people in Pennsylvania have come to her thinking Zanstra might have victimized them. Sullivan says Fairfield could see the same thing.
I think there are people who must know, things that happened at the time that they need to bring up. And that's what happened in this case. Somebody finally decided, I need to come forward and talk about what happened to me. And I hope that that's the case in other jurisdictions.
Fairfield Christian Reformed Church did send a statement to KCRA3. It reads in part, the members of our church are shocked and horrified that any person, much less a pastor, could commit those crimes and conceal this evil for close to 5 decades. May God in his mercy comfort all of those who have been affected by these heinous acts. Fairfield police say they're trying to see if Zanstra could be connected to a 1991 missing child case out of Fairfield. A 4-year-old, Amanda Campbell, disappeared while riding a bike to a friend's house. Right now, police say that investigation is still very early.
Happening today, a memorial dedicated to fallen firefighters across the nation will be officially unveiled. Members from different fire agencies will be at the State Fair for that unveiling. They'll be sharing more about the significance of this memorial and what led to its creation. The unveiling will happen at the Camp Smokey exhibit around 2:15 this afternoon. Visitors can pay the respects and also learn about wildfire safety.
Fairfield Fire Department now working to keep fire crews safe on the job. The firefighters say it is the years on the job that can prove to be dangerous. So now the department is working to reduce exposure to the work that can cause cancer. There is some new cleaning going on and other wellness measures that focus on education. The initiative is coming as 2 firefighters have been undergoing cancer treatment.
Look at the burning buildings and we think about things falling on us and getting hurt that way. And it's really everything that is burning and the toxins that are given off that create problems down the road for us.
And happening tomorrow night, it is a poker night to raise money for the firefighters' treatment and for their families. It's all going on at the Jelly Belly factory at 4:30. Tickets are available on our website.
A reminder that today is the first of 2 public meetings this week when it comes to how Sacramento police use military equipment. It'll include a presentation by police on how they plan to use an armored vehicle that the department requested the city to purchase. That purchase drew concern from residents who would rather see more police accountability. Today's meeting is at the Hagenwood Community Center at 5:30 tonight. The other meeting is Saturday.
Well, happening today, the Amador County Fair is going to kick off with lots of fun planned for everyone, and it's going on over the next 4 days.
Let's get right to KCRA3's Melanie Wingo, who's live from the Amador County Fairgrounds in Plymouth with more about what this day has in store. What does the day have in store for you?
Well, as promised in our last half hour, we're learning how the corn dogs are made. And I'm so lucky because this morning we have Dean Williams, and he has been doing this corn dog at county fair routine for decades. He just mixed up a batch of fresh batter, right? Is that what you call it, Dean?
Fresh batter, corn dog batter.
And Dean's going to show us how to make the corn dogs. And there's a secret to all of this. He's reaching in to get the corn dogs. Now, what is the secret to making the best corn dog that anybody could get at a county fair ever?
Keep everything fresh. We make our batter in small batches, so it's always fresh. Some people make, 5-gallon batches and it can go flat. And we use the best hot dog we can find, Miller hot dogs out of Lodi. They're the best beef dog there is, so we use that.
And your batter's out of the Bay Area, right?
Right, out of.
Look at that. Okay, so walk us through it, Dean. Right. What you got? You did the dip. That's a pro dip there.
Yeah, you just dip it in there. You have to pay attention now. You roll it around, and then you have to wipe the tail off.
Wipe the tail off. All right, that's the pro tip.
Don't rush it, and this is very hot, so you got to be careful.
And how many corn dogs do you pump out the door every day?
Our goal would be about 1,000 a day, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but much more on weekends, of course, than on the weekdays.
How long do these puppies stay?
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes. So we are going to wait on that. Dean's going to let me try this dunking routine.
Ooh, just when it was getting kind of exciting.
It was.
Melly's
It's too much for the TVU to handle.
We will we'll be checking back with her. But you know, for the fair, how lucky are they with this forecast that's coming in?
Oh my gosh!
Impact the numbers of people going out and hopefully make it very successful.
That's absolutely all right. To celebrate the first day of the Amador County Fair, there will be a kid parade at Plymouth City Hall on Main Street. That takes place at 9 this morning. All right.